Let me just tag everyone really quick before I start this party. What? Never mind. Okay, hold on, hold on. They've changed how Facebook looks, so y'all going to just give me a hot second because I don't know what the heck I'm doing now. But I do know I'm going to be playing this game in about 5 minutes. Hold on. Hmm. I thought it was going to let me tag people on this laptop, but clearly they've changed it because no, that's not an option. Well, okay. So already starting off bad. Okay, there I am. Volume, share. Boop, boop. Only let me do a handful of people again. This is so funny, but that's okay. Boom. Okay, so I'm actually going to have a normal conversation. Shocking. Wait, there it goes. About stones because I not only am I in our groups that I created, but I'm in a few other groups. I like to see inspiration. That's just the type of person I am. But I have noticed that a lot of people um, that are new, they'll ask a question, right? And then the answer, a lot of people answer the same way, meaning they'll ask what glue to use first, for their first times, or what stones. And it's always either the crystals or the glass, and then they say everything else is garbage. I never liked this, but see, that's not my group. So even if you say I disagree, y'all know I'm not lying. They will tear you apart but they won't give you a chance to explain why you don't agree. See, with myself, I spent a whole year trying different adhesives and figuring out what works for me. And in that same time, thanks to Joe, I was also learning about stones because, yeah, I had been customizing, laptops and game systems for a few years before I started with something else. But understand this, I just was going with the crowd. Oh, y'all say that expensive bling is the best bling and the only bling I should use. Well, let me go that way. And I actually spent a lot of money, and I mean, I wasn't even making the amount back with my sales on how much I was selling stuff for because of how much if you spending 20 something dollars on some 1440 stones, and y'all know doggone well laptop lids, that's even if you go to smallest, it'll be like a 7 inch 13, that's still gonna be a lot of stones to cover. Get what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is this: I get that as beginners we go to people to ask the opinions, but I will always say all opinions are not exact. Now, I'm going to give you scenarios. Say it was me, Joe, and Ninja, and Lulu. All of us. We in a line. And you ask us, what's your favorite glue? Likeliness, we will all say a different glue. Do it mean we're all wrong? Or that means two are right or one is wrong? No. Say you ask them, hey, what's the best stone? We might all answer the different stones. And then you'll go, well, we got to go with her, whoever, because it's the best. No, it actually is. I think you should base the glue you use and the stones both on what surface you're using this on. Because what glue works for me and which stones work for me might not work for you. And I know you go, well, how can the stones work different for you than they work for us? I can actually show you. Okay. People, the first thing they tell you, um, you know, anything AB is trash because it's not, real. So that means AB pearls, AB glass stones, any resin, trash. Because they keep telling you, oh, because it fades after time. Yet I can show y'all things from 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago that hasn't. Do I know magic? No, no. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you this again. Y'all remember Betsy? This is remember my Toshiba laptop I showed y'all this years ago. Let me show it again. See Betsy? See how pretty Betsy is? See how Betsy still sparkles? Then you go, well, Jesus, what kind of stones are those? Well, these are plastic and they're from Michael's. And you go, but no, because how long? When did you do this? I did this laptop years ago, and that's over the 3 year. And yes, these this is Michael's. I'm not making this up. This is Michael's blend, and that's plastic. And I use resin. Now, if you try to use those on a tumbler, that wouldn't work for you. And you go, well, how come it stays looking like this, so bright and shiny, and nothing rubbed off on this, but it wouldn't on a tumbler? And I'm gonna show you why. And it's gonna sound so stupid, but it actually makes sense. Pay attention. Laptop. I got this on there because I like the picture. But you get what I'm saying? Okay. Laptop. Tumbler. Okay, it's time to wash it. Soap, water, soap, water. Do you see? And that's why something that would work on one will not work on another. I'm being dead serious. I spent years getting to understand it because I know this is going to sound dumb. I got opinions from people. Yes. What you say? Okay. What you say? Yes. And then I eventually had to learn on my own. Now, y'all will always remember these shoes because I'm gonna always pull these bad boys out. I will keep these shoes when I'm no longer here. Y'all better make if any of y'all come to my funeral, which will be an awesome celebration. There will be strippers, streamers, second lines, and my cousin Winter gonna be at the door. Anybody crying, get the heck out of my funeral because I don't want you there. I want these shoes. If these shoes ain't in there with my own Nintendo Switch, my PS Vita, I'm gonna have a couple of game systems. And the pallbearers gonna always be strippers, so they're gonna be able to carry me. Let me stay back to this because y'all know I was straight. But seriously, these were the very first pair of shoes that I customized successfully. Because trust me, I had done this a few times and they were garbage because I was using some glues people told me that's their go-tos. I was still trying glues that I was using on my laptops because y'all know, but I was still learning glues. See, it's so much. People don't tell you this part about customizing. It's not just what you thinking. You thinking, oh, all I gotta learn is which stones to buy and what glue to buy, and then it's on. No, because guess what? You can have them stones, you can have that glue, but how your placement? You haven't practiced that yet? Okay. Well, how fast do you apply it? You haven't practiced that yet? You're gonna be doing this a long time. No lie. So, like I said, I'm bringing this because I always make sure I don't like when people do this. See what I'm saying? Look how ooh look at this. No, I like to put it there so you see. I'm not trying to hide anything. I want you to look at this. This is pearls, and you see they still shiny. I will tilt that camera. Yes, you see it. I want y'all to see that. And these were the first successful pair of shoes that I did, and I did this almost 3 years ago. Now you go, well, so what, T? You had to have, coated the stones or something. Nope. And oh, that was my first time successfully with the GG mix, and that's what. No. But you see, they still shiny. I mean, I could do another picture because look, y'all know me. I'll get up and look. We could turn this camera until you look. I will make sure y'all can see the shininess on these stones. Oh yeah, y'all seen that shine because I don't want y'all to think there's anything dull. And you go, well, why is it so important for you to see these? Well, because it's a funny story. The white pearls are from Michaels. The pink ones are from TDK. And I ordered the pearls from TDK, and that was my first time ever ordering pearls from TDK. And I did it because Michaels didn't have them in pink, and they had the A. Yes, they had the ABs, and they got all of them now. But I'm talking. This was years ago. And you go, so you've had those shoes 3+ years, and they pearls is still shiny like that, and the GG mix is still representing. Yeah, and it still look good like that. Yeah. How come they could still stay shiny? Like I'm a well, cause I got to just pull the tongue up and stick my foot in this shoe again. And the reason why I wouldn't work on here, and again, washing, soap water, and that's why. And don't get me wrong, they'll be on here for a while, but how long? I don't know because see, my the thing I was trying to figure out is for what I was using it for. You understand? Shoes, laptops. I needed to know that. Now, as far as with this, that's when I would have to have one of my awesome people be like Carla, Joe, one of y'all got to tell me how long do ABs last on here because I don't know. But I could tell you how long they last on here because I have proof. I could tell you even with y'all remember I was in TDK in Bling when I did this case, and this case is still shiny. Look, because I don't want it to be where y'all can't see this. And this is with jellies. Look how beautiful. Still shining. And you go again. T, how come that case still looks like that? Anyway, look at that. And I'm not. There you go. And that's why. And you go, but that don't make actually it does. You're rubbing it off and you're washing it off. And that's in your and even though people don't believe this, dish detergent and stuff like that, that's still another form of solution chemical that you're putting on stones, and that's why it's rubbing off. So there you go. Some water hit these shoes. Now I'm not gonna be freaking out, but if I start bathing this shoe in soap and water daily, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna continue to look like that. And again, y'all remember Spin Bob? I did this Spin Bob over 2 years ago. This Spin Bob, I think it's funny because I've wasted candle wax on here, coffee numerous times. Y'all remember when I used to be spilling coffee every day. But that's over now because I'm drinking tea now. I hate my life. I've had some things in my mouth that even to this day, I may go, I kind of regret that. Never none more than this tea. But let's move on. Blueberry. Mm. Go back to this. Okay. Now, like I said, I did this sucker over 2 years ago. And I made sure I did, look, resin combo. Again, look, let me move out the light because I don't want you thinking just the light is blinding you. Wait, there we go. Look, and you go again. How the heck you didn't have that all this time and it's still shiny like that? Oh my gosh. What do I use this for? Am I washing this? Am I no? And with the purse as well. You got to understand the stones and why. Because, like I said, you can listen to a bunch of people. And don't get me wrong, if that's all you're doing is tumblers, 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 then of course you will want to know which stones. And yeah, I'll be like crystals and glass. Yeah, because I don't know nothing about that. I don't know how you're going to be using it. I know as soon as you put the combination of soapy water and grabbing it all the time, yeah, no. Now, let me make sure because I want to put out other things as well. Because I did these cat ears and I deliberately did these cat ears again with Michael's plastic bling. And I know people are like, why would you do that? Because they mine and I can. And if I'm gonna test stuff and if I'm gonna learn, because I told you, pass fail. I love that about Lulu. She gets it. Pass fail. I'm learning. You understand that? Because I'm not trying to figure out who specifically can answer this question for me and if she's gonna answer this for me. No, I'm like, I'll find out for myself. Sometimes you eventually have to do that. You gotta find out for yourself. Now these are with Michael's stones. Where you at? Do you see this? Y'all know how long ago I did these. You see how they still shiny? And guess what? Used E6000. Yeah, you didn't use E6000 with plastic. It's gonna destroy them. It's gonna destroy people. Huh? And remember, ABs. I've heard these people talk about ABs are garbage. They trash. I was like, woo. Again, still shiny after all this time. And no, like I told y'all, it's about what surface you're putting this on and what you're putting it through. Once I learned that for my profession and what I was going to be using it for, heck, I get resin, I get glass, I can do combos with them because guess what? I know they're going to still look awesome because I know what I'm using them for. Now, will that same technique work for you? What are you putting them on? I'm going to keep asking it. Resin on jeans? I'm pretty sure I'm going to say no. Why? Because you're going to put them in the washing machine. You're going to wash them, right? Hot, cold, detergent, few times a week. No. Like, no. And I mean, these are, look, resin. Look, take them out the dark. Take them out the light and put them in the dark. Y'all know me. I can date this and I'm going to date this and I'm going to put it on YouTube on my channel. Why? Because I like to do that with a date. That way, I don't care if you come back a year from now, 2 years from now, and be like, hey, T, still got them headphones? Yeah, can I see them? Okay. T, you still got the, look, y'all know I'm still have these. Let me see them again. They still look the same? Yeah. They still blinging. Yeah. Now, here's another secret for people that do have AB style on pearls and you like, but they eventually fade on cups. Guess what? There's a way you can fix that. Now, I'm not telling you. You go, well, why wouldn't you do that? Because the same amount of time it took me to find it out. Sometimes, what I just told you, you got to learn for yourself. But I'll tell you a secret, a hint. If you are able to go in Walmart or somewhere and you see a tumbler or a coffee mug, and they have the iridescent colors on there and it's still shifting, but you know the coat, they have to have a coat on there over it. And yet you're able to wash it, wash it, wash it, wash it, soapy, 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 and it doesn't come off. Wouldn't you want to find out what is that coating that they put on them to make it do that? Blueberry! But seriously, it's as simple as that. Y'all know y'all have seen figures like vases and or vases, whatever you want to call it. They'll have that iridescent shifting color. They'll have all that. And you're like, oh, that's so pretty. You can put that anywhere. And you're like, how come that can shine like that and I can keep touching it and it doesn't fade? Figure out what the coating is that they use on it and then start using them to coat your stones with. Your pearls and any other AB plastic, anything you have, and they'll stay looking just like that. I'm trying because they keep telling me if I drink it more, I'll eventually like it. I don't believe it, but okay, whatever. So yeah, I actually want to just do a nice, serious, quick video, just showing you all some things and in answering that because, like I said, nobody ever talks about it. All they'll do is say crystal or glass, and everything else is garbage. And I'm just like, have you ever used them? A lot of people are like, I have never even used them. Cool, but I will always tell you, you gotta find out for yourself because as long as you are, it's you'll miss out. I'm gonna be honest with you because there's so many different places and things that you can put those resin and other stones on, and they stay mint. But you won't get them because somebody told you they trash. The inside of my car, and here's the funny part: I did a test inside of my own car, and nobody can tell me about no prolonged test because if you can't tell me nothing else, putting bling inside of a car and it's in the elements of hot, cold, when it rains and I'm getting out in the car, getting out the car, that is the best testing place. And I was able to do it, and I was able to prove exactly what I'm telling you all now. We can go in my car tomorrow, and I will show you the one, the bling that I have on the handle of my door. Yes, it has faded. You know why? Opening the door to get in and out every day for a year, over a year. Yeah, but here the fun. The ones on my dashboard, the ones over here, and the ones on the passenger side look mint brand new. The one on the part on the wheel, it's faded. Where I'm, yeah, but the outer area that I don't touch still looks brand new. So that means the sun didn't change that because I'm talking all on the dash. All that looks still brand new. Cold hasn't changed it. None of that. But only where I've used it the most. And that's why I can honestly tell you, I know for a fact why. Other people could tell you, oh, something is garbage, and then they can't back that up. I can. And no, I am not anybody important, but I am somebody that took what I take my business seriously and I take what I do seriously. And I told you I don't like complaints. So I made sure I tested enough glues, adhesives, and I tested enough and learned enough about stones to know what to do on what surfaces and what not to play with. That's why I have so much glass. That's why I have so much resin. There we go. So I wanted to do that live real quick. Like I said, this is just that live about this. And then I'm gonna come back and do another live because y'all, I went to that discount craft store and Lord, Lulu and them gonna probably drop dead when they find out when they see the paints that I got and how much they were. So I'm about to end this one and I'm coming back.